Hey guys, All in Crypto here and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. Happy Friday everyone. I hope you've all had a fantastic week so far. This is an important video guys because today we were given the date, the official date from IOHK and the Cardano team for the Alonzo hard fork to take place. This is huge. This means that the Goguen era will be completed and smart contracts will then be able to be executed on the Cardano blockchain. I believe this is going to have a very positive effect on the price of Cardano as the non-liquid supply of Cardano, the circulating supply that isn't being locked up in staking, is now going to get eaten away by some of these dApps that are going to be built on the blockchain. So what are we going to do today, guys? We're going to be going over and I'm going to be giving you the official announcement. Here you can see it's happening. We're targeting the 12th of September 2021 for the Alonzo upgrade, bringing smart contracts to Cardano via a hard fork combinator event, HFC. We're going to play the clip of them officially announcing that on IOHK from their YouTube channel. We're also going to be diving into the price. We gave you a pretty perfect level that this bounced off yesterday. You guys will know in yesterday's video we were selling off and we said expect to bounce from this EMA as we believe in an uptrending market, EMAs tend to act as support. Lots of people don't like EMAs because they believe they are lagging indicators. I happen to think they're a useful tool to come and drop into your chart, certainly the 20 EMA across all of the time frames. It gives you a good idea of the direction of the market. Also, Bitcoin right now is at a very, very crucial level. I've seen this thrown around, but I'm going to tell you why this is so crucial. Because you have a pocket above this level, essentially, that could see Bitcoin go towards that 50K range in a very, very short period of time. And it will undoubtedly bring altcoins with it. As we know, Bitcoin is the driver of value in the space. How you want to look at Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, is that it is the tide that rises and sinks all ships. Cardano, very briefly yesterday, it's no longer there, also became number 3. I believe it will get back up there. I think if you assess Binance Coin as, if you take the exchange away from it, Cardano is and I believe already still is, I think if you look at the kind of tokenomics and the underlying consensus that Binance Smart Chain has, you know, I think Cardano deserves that number 3 spot. I think if you take the burn and the actual exchange away from Binance Coin, Cardano would be higher than it already, and I believe it is going to become the 3rd largest crypto. You guys know my top 3 holdings, and this isn't in order, goes Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum. They are my 3 top holdings. Yes, that's right, I like Ethereum. Now, somebody in yesterday's video, in fact, I'll tell you what we'll do, guys, before I start talking about something else, let's give the official announcement, and then let's dive into the rest of what I have outlined for you on this video.
Own setup as well.
So let's share the projected date for the mainnet hard fork when we deploy Plutus capability on Cardano.
Right, Tim. Once we've hard forked the testnet, it gives us this period of stability where we can test it and also our exchanges can test it. As our exchanges are testing it, we'll have our smart contract exercises running on it and our various community members also using it. And then we have to make sure that we're ready, and we'll submit a proposal for our mainnet hard fork, and we will also package it up with our Plutus application backend so that we can have a complete smart contract release ready for people to use, our full smart contract toolbox ready for the Alonzo hard fork. And this is the date that we're aiming at, Monday, September the 12th.
Thank you, Nigel. That's a date that many, many people have been looking forward to hearing. Of course, as much as it's a destination, it's also a beginning. It's the implementation of Plutus smart contracts on Cardano. This is really where we start bringing in the ecosystem and start bringing in the community to start building and deploying their products. But Kevin, maybe you can tell us a little.
We'll pause the video right there, guys. We know what it's going to lead to. It's going to lead to applications being built on top of Cardano. And like I say, I think this is very bullish for the price of this cryptocurrency, because essentially it's going to mean, you know, we know 70% of all Cardano is staked. Somebody had a very good point on yesterday's video. They said that it is kind of liquid because there is no lock-in period for your staked Cardano unless you use something like Binance, but even still you can withdraw it. I think you just get a penalty as a result. So 70% is already staked. That remaining 30% I think is going to get eaten up by dApps. I think that if the confidence stays with this project, it's going to be a very, very good thing that people are allowed to build on it and have to use ADA, the underlying token, to operate these applications on the network. Cardano, yesterday we gave you pretty accurate. We said, look, you know, this EMA is going to act as support the same way in a downtrending market it acts as resistance, and which is very much confirmed by Bitcoin. We gave you this break here before it even broken out. You know, this is a trend reversal pattern. These falling wedges across the board on Cardano, they were on pretty much every single crypto, because the entire market just follows Bitcoin and really sets up very similar structure in a more hyperbolic way, I guess you could say. From this trend reversal pattern, you've actually had the trend reverse, and you can see you're still in it today, guys, and I think this is going to continue. And I actually think that Bitcoin, and we're going to move on to Cardano in just 1 second, is actually at a very, very critical level here. Why we focus on Bitcoin, it is a remark that people make, is because the entire market just follows Bitcoin. It's really that simple. I think this is going to change as the space matures, and we're going to talk about the space maturing in a second, because somebody had also said, you know, that you can't predict the future. You're absolutely right, I can't predict the future, but you guys can go to the very start of this channel, way before Bitcoin had even reached its all-time highs, and we were telling you we were going to get to this point and beyond. And the reason we can say that with a degree of confidence is because we look at the market cap, 1.9 trillion, and I believe that this market can go into the tens of trillions. I think if crypto really does what it's set to do, you know, it's a very liberating technology for everybody, and it's going to accrue value as a result. I keep bringing you guys back, and I know there are many new subscribers that joined yesterday, so welcome on board, ladies and gentlemen. This was an article from the World Economic Forum, who are really one of the big bodies of finance in the world globally. This is an article that came out where essentially they're saying blockchain could disrupt 867 trillion in traditional markets. This is where we are going. I'm not saying we're going to get to 867 trillion, but there's so much money out there. The market as a whole is undervalued at 1.94 trillion. So back into Bitcoin. Why is this such a key level? Well, can you see how Bitcoin is coiling up at this level, much the same as it did on the way down. Lots of people have drawn this as a head and shoulders. And can you see this level here, right where Bitcoin is at today and coming up to a little bit of resistance, actually acted as support before it broke with momentum. And this actually played out here and over here. And I think a similar thing, so this way to the upside, this way to the downside. I think a similar thing is setting up today, guys. I think you're going to coil. I think your EMA has come up beautifully. By the way, Cardano is very, very overextended from its EMA. What have we told you about that? It always leads to an equilibrium moment. This EMA will catch you up, which could mean a sell-off or some sideways action. I'm not saying we're going to dive into Cardano in just a second. But ultimately, this area that you're in right now is an interesting one, because I believe once you break this, you're going to break it with momentum, and you're going to be back right around your sort of 50K mark in a very, very short period of time, guys. And you're going to continue. Then you might get a bit of a retest of the previous resistance and support before then moving on to your all-time highs. I think that's what this looks like. This is an uptrending market, and to bet against that is foolish. If you're looking for entry points, wait for pullbacks. There are still people out there that are calling for a kind of ABC correction to take place for Bitcoin, and this is just your A, B, C wave. I don't think that's happening, guys. I think that, this is going to be a pretty spectacular year towards the end of it. Straight into Cardano now, guys, because we've spoken about everything but the actual price. Things look brilliant, guys. Things look absolutely brilliant. We're waiting. This EMA kind of needs to catch you up. If you look, every time you get overextended from your EMAs, you always come back and meet it. And the further extended you get, the kind of harder, that old saying, what comes up must come down, the harder you kind of come below it. So we don't want too much overextension, but this, we want to kind of shoot up, you kind of go a little bit sideways, let it catch you up before then impulsing and kind of staircasing above it. And that's what I think is going to happen for Cardano. I am expecting a bit of a run up from now until the smart contracts actually do drop, and then we'll kind of take things from there. Then I think the natural kind of adoption for Cardano will take place, and the price is going to increase as a result. So super, super bullish on this project, guys, and I hope you guys are as well. I know there are many of you that are specifically Cardano fans. That's absolutely fine. It's always good to have a little bit of diversification. You guys know I own around about 42 cryptos. At one point we owned well over 70. We had to cull a lot of them off just for the sake we didn't want to be too over diversified. We think there's enough really solid projects out there to actually allocate more money to and be more invested in. And Cardano is one of those. So yeah, things are looking absolutely fantastic, guys. Really, you could see perhaps a retest of this, come down, retest before then setting up for more continuation. This would allow your EMA to creep up, or you could see a little bit of sideways action before then impulsing. And I think this scenario of maybe a little bit of sideways action, a little bit of a cool off, you never know, guys. To be honest with you, it could keep going from here. This is crypto. I think people are very shocked all the way through this, and all the way through this people have been calling for a cool-off period. It's never really come, and ultimately once this thing starts going, guys, it's certainly towards the end of the year with a number of variables, it's going to get going very fast. And I would like to see a little bit of a sideways action, let the CMA kind of creep up before continuation ensues. And ultimately, I am expecting Bitcoin to break this level that it's at right now, this sort of 46,000 level, before then having quite a volatile move to the upside and obviously bringing altcoins with it. So that's really all I have for you guys. It's Friday, I'm going out tonight, so for a meal, nothing too fancy. So there may be a hungover all in crypto tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see how it goes. But that is really all I wanted to share with you today, guys. So the 12th of September is when, or certainly the date that they are officially giving, that they're aiming towards for the Alonzo hard fork to actually take place. The soft fork will take place, I think, the 1st. Now, the soft fork is also a testnet of the 1st of September. Let me say this and make this absolutely apparent. If there are issues with that, the hard fork date may get delayed. But as of right now, guys, the official date is the 12th of September. So get excited, get ready. We're going to start speaking to you. We spoke to you about Meld, Liquid. I don't think we spoke about any of the DEXs yet, but we are going to start speaking to you about some more projects, some of the oracles on Cardano, so that you guys can maybe put them on your radar and see if you can get early. We're certainly planning on doing that and are already in ISPOs, etc., etc. So that's really all I have for you guys. All being well, the 12th of September looks fantastic. Let me know your thoughts, comments, concerns in the comment section, because I want to know. There was a few people that texted me saying they were a little bit disappointed by this. I think this is fine, guys, and I'm happy for that. I'd be happy if it was a longer date, sort of towards the end of September. I'm obviously over the moon that it's 12, but I don't want them to rush this, because it's not something that I believe you should rush. We're seeing that with Ethereum and how long they've delayed Ethereum 2.0. This is because they want to make sure. It's like changing a car engine whilst the car's moving is essentially how I think Vitalik had referred to building Ethereum 2.0, and this is very similar in the complexity of it. That is all I have for you in this video, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to love and leave you on that note. A few more videos coming out after this one, so stay tuned for them. Hopefully, if you enjoyed the content, you leave me a like, a comment, and hopefully I will see you all in the next YouTube video, guys. So get subscribed. I will see you in the next one. Have a fantastic weekend, ladies and gentlemen.